I believe that's it. We're live. So I say we are alive because you, the audience, you're part of this, aren't you? I mean, if you weren't part of this, you wouldn't be here listening to me. So we are live. That is you and I together. Now, I've got this game. In terms of aspect ratio, it has to be like one of these resolutions. So I think the highest we got there is that one, but it's not applicable to my resolution. I'm using this, which is marked as full screen in my game. So that's why it's there. Pixel font. Yeah, we definitely want pixel font because that looks silly. And what does this do? Trash in the hole. I don't know what happens if I uncheck that. But anyway, here's this game, right? And it's called Fill Up the Hole. And I like it. It's good. It's fun. It's relaxing. I've played through it once, and I'm ready to start again. So let's do a new game. Relax mode. When creating a new game, relax mode, builds will not be destroyed by durability loss, making the game a bit more idle. Shards will still be produced. An extended mode. Creating a new game extended mode, the hole will need more trash to fill up and building costs will increase, making the game longer to finish. I believe that, hang on. I'm not going to do that just yet. So we'll just do normal game, right? And I'll show you what it's about. So there's a hole that gives money when trash is thrown into it. Press the info button under the portal to create a peon who can help. So the first one is free. Right click and drag the mouse to the camera. Move more trash will be needed. Press the build button to construct a new building. So here he is. There we go. There's a bit of trash. That's alright. So he's going back and forth and then he's throwing it into this hole. And this giant rock, that comes in later. So anyway, can I do I like how the UI sort of scales as I zoom in and out. But anyway, I've got the maximum. So what if I have a house? Well, yeah, we'll have a house because that's our only option. So now if I click here, I can have a maximum of 3 peons. Well, as you can see, money's a bit tight. So let's wait for the next one to get in. There we go. So now I've got 3 peons, and there they go. They pick up a little bit of trash. What I like about this game is, you look at it, and at first you go, oh, this is kind of like Atari level graphics, except it's not, because the Atari could never do sprite rotations like that. Although I'm sure somebody in the demo scene has probably done something impressive with it. I think the most impressive demo I saw was a 3D rotating cube on the ZX Spectrum, which is just, you shouldn't be able to do it with that hardware, and yet it does. Or was that on the Game Boy? Anyway, if you've never looked into the demo scene, I really recommend it because it's a bunch of passionate programmers and artists collaborating together to build the most technically and artistically accomplished piece of art that they can, running on hardware within its limitations. Because I mean, on the modern PC, you know, the only limitation really is your creativity and your ability to do stuff with it. But with the old hardware, where you were limited in what you could do because the hardware was slow, and then when people do stuff with it, it's incredible. Like one of my favourite demos of all time, I think, was called 8088 miles an hour. Actually, let me just see if I let me see, 8088 miles an hour demo. Let's see if I can find it. 808 mile by Hornet plus the, yeah. So it's yeah, it is a demo. So the reason it's called 8088 is The original IBM PC wasn't an 8086. The 8086 came later, and that was I think it was a 16-bit chip. But prior to the 8086, Intel in the late 70s released a processor called the 8088, which I believe was 8-bit, and the first IBM PC ran using that, and I believe it had color graphics display. Not sure. A color graphics display means it could do 4 colors. Well, the 8088 demo does it in more than 4 colors, which shouldn't be possible with a CGA thing. So it's this real, like, very clever, very complex workaround to get around the limitations of the what's the word I'm looking for? Around the limitations of the very first PC, which was released in 1981. And it's an incredible demo. Now, if you've never seen the... I don't want to be presumptive here and say, well, look, if you weren't around at the time, because I wasn't around in 1981, so I don't know. But the fact is, growing up with using computers like the BBC Micro, ZX Spectrum, the Amiga 500, I never used a Commodore 64, but I did use an Amiga 500. Growing up with those computers and seeing the abilities of what they could do, I could understand that the 8088 was powerful in some ways, but it wasn't good for playing games, and it wasn't good at colour. Like the other computers of the time were much better at displaying colour, but IBM said, like, oh, well, this is a business machine, and, you know, what do you want colours for in a business application, you know, not understanding the importance of multimedia or Photoshop, or, you know, that photographers would want to use computers, which back in the early 80s, or even I'd say up in the early 90s, was just like, well, why do you want to do that? You know, you're never going to be able to get that level of detail from film into a bitmap. You need hundreds of megabytes, and these days, you know, people just have like raw image files which are gigabytes in size, and even to the point where, I don't remember. Point being is, the 8088 miles an hour demo, very impressive. Really recommend it. And when I play stuff like this, it just sort of reminds you of, like, oh yeah, this is the stuff that you could do with early computers, except look at this, right? Look at all the, like, physics calculations and the particle effects that are going on. No, you couldn't do this with an early computer. Anyway, there's some of a bunch more peons. And you can upgrade your buildings so that more stuff can happen, but we are past that time. Look how happy they all are. Well, they're not going to be happy when I do this. Now, do you see Earthquake 1, 0 of 8? Right. So, unfortunately, this game's not endless. This game has 8 levels, and that's it, which is a bit annoying, if you ask me. And look at these. He's got a blue shard, which I'll explain about later. Main thing is, let's build the buildings. Right, there's all my peons. They've got somewhere to rest, and see, when they go into a house, everything produces rubbish. That's why it's all got to be thrown away. So I'll build a catapult. I like the catapults because it's like, rather than going to the edge and throwing off the edge. Oh, you were happy, but now you're sad. That's why you're crying. Right, okay. Sort of reminds me of Tamagotchi graphics. I briefly had a Tamagotchi, and then it was confiscated from me in school, and then my Tamagotchi died, and I was very upset about that. Gained a blue shard. Right, so now we got the upgrade menu, so the beginning. So if I do this, now we have a tech tree. And oh look, you see this colour coding? Yeah, we're starting to get colours, aren't we? Here's some colour, there's some colour. So you get blue shards. You get yellow shards, you get upgrades that take money, you get upgrades that take research, and then there's other upgrades, but those will come later. And also, if you want to build more stuff, you have to get rid of the rock that's in the way. So here's a peon. Look at him. He's just, thrusting that rock into the ground, and bits of rubbish come off of it. So I'm going to build a factory. Now, do you see this? I've got 6 free peons and 4 of them are in buildings. That ratio probably counts the same, because if you haven't got enough free peons, then who's going to move all the rubbish around? Exactly. I'm glad you're paying attention. Stick with me, and I'll show you how it's done. Now look, there's a hole. You see, there's a hole, and do you see that rock? There's a bit of a crack in it. Well, I'll explain more about that in a bit. But there's something there, and the first time I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So yeah, I have played this game, and just this morning I played it, and it was like, "You've got to the end." I was like, "Is that it?" I was like, "Nah, that can't be it. I'm done." And oh look, we've broken that rock, so there's a new rock available. That's nice, isn't it? And here we go. Here's a peon, and oh, he's a bit sad. So he's going to be quite slow moving, but also they're slow moving shards anyway. Ah, you see that? I've now upgraded my catapult, and what better upgrade than 2 catapults? So there we go, there's 2 catapults, and then as you can see there's a bit of rubbish stored there, 3 units of rubbish. And there we go, we just chucked away 6 bits of rubbish using the catapult. So what about this? No, we can't afford that. Can we have another peon? Yeah, we can afford that. There we go. So I now have 7 free peons and 6 in buildings. Oh, I see, because the number that goes into houses is transitory. They go in there when they need to relax. Nobody said it was going to be easy chucking all this rubbish around. And that's it, I can't build any more buildings. So I'm currently maxed out. I can only have 1 house, 1 catapult, 1 factory. The factory is known as Ink. Yes, that's how you know it's a factory. Anyway, here's this guy with a shard. Come on, peon. He's doing the melanated gentleman crossing the zebra crossing walk. So, let's go ahead now. Look at all these upgrades. What should we do? Well, we can do the rock. 1 yellow shard when rock is destroyed. But the cost is 2 yellow shards, so I can't afford that. Factory. I can unlock more factories, which I probably need to do because I've got a free building slot. A house. Can have more houses, more peons. Well, more peons is always useful. And you can upgrade the catapult. So, I think of all the things we're doing, we're going to unlock the house, but that takes 2 yellow shards. And that takes 2. Everything takes 2 yellow shards, so we'll just have to carry on with it. So, yeah. Can't build anything, can't afford it, so we'll just have another peon go here then, I guess. Now, can I afford another upgrade? There we go. So I can have another 3 peons, there we are. Oh, look at them. They're all very industrious. 191. 309. 191. There we go. That's 421. Ah, so if you hover over this, you get a tooltip. So, +9 max storage, +1 thrown trash per worker. Game uses colonial English rather than proper English, so they say triage instead of rubbish. And oh look, we've got some clouds. At first I thought, oh, that's a nice decoration, but if you look at industry, you see like the factory there, it produces clouds, and occasionally those clouds go up. Ah, that's interesting. So if you click on the cloud, you can rain down rubbish. Interesting. Let's wait until it's over the hole, and then I don't have to... did you see my buildings just broke? Well, they release shards. So that's how we're going to get more shards. Anyway, should have waited until it was further in there. So we build a factory, yeah. I'm just curious about this stuff, so I'm gonna like build some stuff here and some stuff there, and so let's build a catapult there, put a worker on it. That's all I can afford at the moment. This rubbish is green. It's a different colour to that rubbish. I wonder if that means it's more valuable. I don't know. It may be. I mean, what you could do is observe when this goes in and go, oh, well, that's given me, like, 5? I think that's 5. Yeah, so it is more valuable than the other white trash, which is just worth 1. But anyway, there goes the shards. Excuse me, frog in my throat. So, we'll work on the rock. No, we need another building. So let's go ahead and have a catapult, like so. If you look at quests, for example, we've earned 1,000, so we can claim that and get a reward. Any other unclaim? Have peons throw 500 trash into the hole, get a yellow shard. So it's worth checking this occasionally, just seeing what you got. So now I've done that, we can have 2 catapults. Let's work on the rock, like so. We'll upgrade this. There we go. Now we can have 2 workers there. And oh, look here. Wow, he's almost inundated with stuff, isn't he? But I can build another catapult there, so let's go ahead and do so. Just like that. So now we got 7 workers in buildings and 7 free. That number vacillates because, of course, occasionally peons will go into the house to rest and recuperate. So let's do another upgrade there. Now the only thing that carries over, it seems, to be the peons. However, here's a spoiler. These buildings, as you can see, their durability goes down. There are ways to mitigate the durability going down and to survive earthquakes. So, you heard it here first, lads. You can make your buildings survive an earthquake. And look at that factory, it's busy producing clouds of pollution. So, we'll wait. Now, if I click here, is it gonna... Oh! You were close, but there we go. So anyway, there's a thing, and as you can see, some of it's going all the way over there. We're almost coming to the end of this now, as you can see, because we're very close to the 1200 limit. There we are. I was playing this on my Steam Deck, and I really didn't want to interact too much with it because it's got a touchscreen on it and you can do the touch stuff, but I really just kind of liked it being an idle game. So anyway, we'll do an earthquake. There we go. And there's no way to pause in this game, is there? So we'll have a house. There we go. And then, as you can see, we still got some stuff. We can't afford all the housing yet. But that's okay, we'll work on that. We'll have another catapult as well. Won't build the factory just yet, because as you can see, we're a bit busy. So I have these 13 free peons just busy chucking all the rubbish away. And oh look, one of them's picked up a shard, very nice. So let's upgrade the house a bit more. Now as you can see, I currently don't have enough housing. And the reason you want housing is, without houses, peons are sad and they don't work as well. Maybe our government could learn from that, but who am I to say? So we'll just do that. Nah, crazy idea. The government would never create an unstable situation where the young men of its generation have no houses and are wondering what's the purpose in carrying on and supporting the status quo when it doesn't benefit them. In fact, seems to actively working against their own interests. That won't lead to a unstable, unpredictable situation in the future. Nah. I'm sure they know what they're doing. It'll all work out. Let's just have a nice, relaxing game. How about that music, eh? I know I've been talking over it, but I tell you what, when I've been going to sleep, or when I get ready for sleep, it's been very nice just listening to the soundtrack in this game. And I do hope in the future more of this music will get released, or I'll find out who the artist is and just listen to what they got, because I'll tell you what, I am a fan. Anyway, I can talk normally now. I just wanted you guys to appreciate this is my favourite song in the game. Let's have some more peons. And no, we've maxed out the upgrades there and there. So we got one blue shard. Let's have a look, see if there's anything available to us. Well, we could do that. One max peon working on the rock. So there we go. We got 2 there. Have we got any quests? Build the same building twice. We get a yellow shard. There we go. There's another one. Blue spot. Attain 2 blue shards. Reward is 1 yellow shard. And that's it. It's kind of nice they put this for a low pass filter. So any of the sort of extra detail in it is filtered out, which I think is very fitting with the minimalist artwork. Again, it reminds me of Tamagotchi. Ooh. Oh. I should have waited until it's further over here to do that, but never mind. Oh look, there's some yellow shards, because we've broken the rock. So when those yellow oh, we've already got 2 yellow shards, so we can have another factory. We could have another house. So let's have another house. So we'll just build that house there like so. And now we can house more peons. Isn't that great? I know they're called peons, but I care for their well-being. I think they should all have a home to live in. In fact, that's one of my first priorities when there's the earthquake and all the buildings get destroyed is, ooh, I'd like my peons to live somewhere so that they're happy. And that way they work better. You see, it's a win-win situation. They're happy, I'm happy, everyone's happy. They're sad, I'm sad, everyone's sad. It's a very simple equation, that. Very simple. You don't have to be a genius at mathematics in order to get it. Ah, now we can have free workers in there. There we go. Look at them all busy working away in the factory. The factory whose product is rubbish. So in other words, this factory is Temu.com. It's funny because the Chinese just make rubbish, don't they? Oh, look at this. This is overflowing. So we'll take the workers away from there as they can't do anything more there. And look at them. They're happy. They got their arms in the air. They got smiles on their faces. Some of them are merely content. But the happy ones, oh, look how fast they move. Scurrying back and forth. All happy in their task, which is get the rubbish, put the rubbish in the hole. To fill up the hole. And what's going on over here? It seems like the rock is dissolving. Maybe due to acid rain? Who knows? What I do know is I've got 2 yellow shards. Let's have a look for an upgrade. So I can have more factories, more catapults, More houses. Well, let's upgrade the factory. Compressor. Maybe the next upgrade I'll get a compressor. A house of low durability was destroyed, and as a reward we get a yellow shard, so that's pretty good. Do you see this thing? So these pixels with the black pixels inside them represent a vacant space. Let's fill those up then. Oh, aren't we doing ever so good now? Got a proper little industry here. The industry of putting rubbish in the hole to fill up the hole. Oh, and you're well over the target, so let's just click on you and there we go. Help out the peons. See, we're all in it together. There we go. That's the ticket. Click, click, click. Click. A new quest can be completed. Let's have a look at this new quest. Obtain 7 yellow shards. Reward a yellow shard. And manually destroy 10 out of 10 clouds. I'll get 1,000 for that, so that's nice. There we go. Get some more peons on the go. Oh, look at that. We're really clearing it out now. Anyway, we got some more shards. Let's unlock the compressor, but it needs 4 yellow shards, so the compressor comes later. The compressor is a great idea, right? Because as you can see, despite how industrious the peons are, there's all this rubbish and there's only like so much time. So what you do with the compressor is you put the rubbish into it and it compresses it into smaller chunks, which are easier to manage, that are more valuable. So it's brilliant. So instead of wasting all this time dealing with white rubbish or green rubbish, you can have yellow rubbish. Oh, and this one is throwing out yellow rubbish, which I believe is worth... oh, it just collapsed. I believe the greens are worth 5, and how much are these worth? I don't know. Ah, there's one. So that, I don't know, because there's so much happening at the same time. There's probably like a legend somewhere. Is it here? Help. Trash. Ah, here we go. Used to fill the hole and earn money. The amount the hole's filled is constant, but the money earned is variable. The small trash is 1, medium is 5, large is 25, and extra large is 125. Yeah, but what about the colour? Oh, okay. Mouse scroll. Hold shift, fast camera. Anyway. Oh yeah, there's a cloud, but it's not ready yet, so... Can we hire more peons? There we go. What about this? It's a house. Yep. So I can have another 3 of them. Your maximum, your maximum, your maximum, your maximum, your maximum. I've maxed out everything now, so it's just a case of getting more peons in. And you are one of the target, so I'll just do that. But yeah, I'm assuming that the newer the colour, the more valuable it is. Good, it all fell up. A factory low durability is destroyed. So let's build a new factory. Now we can upgrade it past level 6, which is more than these other buildings. Ah no, I was wrong. Sorry, I saw this and didn't register somehow. Anyway, we don't need to upgrade the house that much because it's well, the main thing is we need peons and they're expensive. Yeah. This trash isn't well optimized. It's kind of sort of stuck in that place. How's this? Now, that is going up. This is staying the same place. Yeah, it gets to a certain level and then it collapses. Oh, that's 3 shards. Not quite enough yet. A catapult load durability was destroyed. Well, we're very close to the end now, so I won't rebuild it. And doing this doesn't result in more money, so let's just do an earthquake. However, we'll go main menu because we'll quit that there. And then I really want to show you this this demo. So and there is the thing, like so. We'll deal with this later. So first of all, do an interact, search for. I mean, this is an incredible demo. So we'll full screen it there, and then transform. Right, I'll be right back, guys. Are we enjoying this? I think it's alright. But, probably gonna get a copyright strike for this one, but 16 colours. I tell you what, yeah, getting 256 colours to work on CGA shouldn't be possible, and yet somehow they did it. Look, got that. Got this. Got this. Photographs of the people that did it. Right, can I just pause it there, right? Those sort of people aren't hired by game studios anymore, and we're all suffering as a consequence for it. Except for small places like Woob Software that make Factorio, or Team Cherry that makes the Hollow Knight series, because that seems to be quite popular at the moment. And I've been noticed there's been a lot of coping from games companies like, oh god, how dare you make the product $20, and it's like, and you make it fun. You know, we can't compete with game companies that make a fun game. So, well, maybe you're in the wrong business there. That's the other problem as well. It's just all this stuff is just like it's not fun. Like, I tell you the last example of me buying a AAA game, and I probably never should have get it, because I believed the hype. I really did. And it was Cyberpunk 2077, because people said, oh, you know, The Witcher 3 is really good, and I played it and I found that boring, which really should have been a warning sign, because I thought, oh well, look, maybe a Cyberpunk setting would be a bit better, you know. Maybe I'll enjoy Cyberpunk more than I will Polish fantasy. No, not really. Have I ever enjoyed a AAA game? I mean, does Unreal Tournament count as a AAA game? No, it probably doesn't, does it? No, probably doesn't. How do I remove? Oh, just, there you go. Yeah, I wish to remove browser. How do you... What was the last AAA game I played? But anyway, point being, the AAA games, it seems that fun is an optional cornerstone of the game. It's not even a cornerstone, is it? It's an optional piece. It's a facade. It's a facade. It's not really, you know, it doesn't enter into the equation of, oh, this is important, this should be done. It just seems to be a case of, oh, well, you know, we'll do it if we feel like it. But really the main thing is just to sell it for a higher price as possible to as many people as possible, and that's the primary goal. It's just to sell a product, and then, you know, don't ask questions, just get excited for the next product. Which, you know, I mean, if that's how you live, and that's what does it for you, then great. But if you're like someone like me, it's like, you know what, I don't have infinite money. I'm going to be a savvy investor. Because, I mean, all entertainment is an investment, right? You're investing something to occupy your time with. Need 4 yellow shards for that, so we'll just carry on waiting for a bit. There we go. So now I can have 30 peons. Oh, listen to that. Let me just turn the music up, because I think this game deserves that. There we go. That's the way it should be played. Oh yeah. You'll have to let me know if excuse me. You'll have to let me know if the music's too loud, but let's just appreciate what this is, right? You know, it's a piece of art, and it's fun. So anyway, we're gonna have a compressor now. So we'll build a compressor. You know what? Build a catapult there. We'll build a compressor there. We'll build a factory there. I think this will be a good chain. So We'll have a peon in there. There we go. So rather than running all the way to the edge, they're going to put as much into the catapult as possible. And that saves them having to run the rest of the way. Then we're going to put a peon in there. Well, 3 peons, like so. And what they're going to do is instead of going to the catapult, they'll go to the compressor first. And when that makes its output, do you see that output? Oh, they're valuable. So those big bits there, yeah, those big bits, they're valuable. I believe if I look into... I like how when you go in this, it puts an extra low pass filter on it to make everything. So was I doing, I think either that or that. Either way, as you can see, 5 times more valuable, 25 more times more valuable. And let's upgrade this as well. There we go. We'll have some workers on the rock as well. Can I have more peons? Not until I get 2,000. But we got a blue shard. Oh, the compressor burst. Every 2 minutes, compress all trash in the compressor and double its value. Sounds good to me. And there we go. Double its value. Oh, and the compressor's making a fair few cars, but none are over here for the moment. No. Oh, some of these are grey. I wonder what that means. Who knows? The nice thing about this game is I don't really know much about it. Like, it's only now where I figured out, oh, hang on, you can click on clouds and that makes them drop trash, so let's go ahead and do that. Obviously, the way to win this game is to cheat and edit the values so that you can give yourself 99,999,999,999 money. But I won't do that with this one. I'm not interested in winning. I'm interested in learning. Because I think it's fun. I mean, it's certainly something I could amuse myself with on a 2-hour aircraft flight. Look at them. They're busy chucking stuff away, which means that my catapult is not up to snuff. But look at that. They take all the stuff from the factory, they put it in the compressor. The compressor can't keep up with all the demand. So occasionally they just having to go past all of that to the pit. You've got to fill up the pit. 2584. Come on, let's have 30 peons. There we go. There's 30 peons. The compressor with low durability was destroyed. But hey, look, we get ourselves a yellow shard. And oh, this is a nice valuable cloud, isn't it? Purple. So I have another compressor. So. Well, we've maxed out the catapult for now. More upgrades will happen. Storage. That takes research points, so we need to unlock a power. No. There's another building somewhere here. There's a power research lab. That takes a yellow shard. Well, here comes the dude with a yellow shard, so when he makes it in there, that'll be our next investment. Got the maximum number of peons. We can upgrade the compressor a bit more, so let's do that. Oh, there's an upgrade after that as well. Nice. Catapult is maximum. Oh, well, this is a cheap upgrade, so let's just upgrade both of those. Oh, the first building's cheaper than the second building. I suppose that makes sense. Scale the cost to make the game progression a bit less linear. Make it an exponential curve rather than just a line. But now I can have more peons. Huzzah! And everyone celebrated because there were more peons. Oh. Yeah, you're well over the target, so let's just do that there, like so. God, look at that factory. Oh yeah, let's do a compressor burst. I forget that ability needs to be activated every now and then. We'll definitely do that because we need to. We've got a lot of rubbish here to compress, and yeah, that's overflowing, so can't do anything with that. So we'll do the next level, an extra floor and an extra worker. Well, that's good. And the next level is 6,000, so I don't think we'll get to it at this stage. We'll have to wait till the next one. So. We got ourselves one shard. Oh. Can focus building on top. Don't know what that means. Ability to see all upgrade nodes. A yellow shard. Trigger free earthquakes. Oh. Maybe we will get to the oh, look at that, we've got a plane which drops trash. That's nice. So there we go, there's 14,000, definitely can't afford that this term. But this is better. I mean, look at that, we got like 4 layers here, we got 4 workers. A new quest can be completed. Let's make sure we get the new quest completed. There's 1,000. So that's nice. Look at that, we can afford yet another peon. So we got so far 1 shard, but let's just make sure these clouds are popped. So let's have a look. And look at this, see? Got a big upgrade tree now. So research lab is 1 yellow shard, there we go. Unfortunately, we got nowhere to build it because that rock is still there. Ah, that's good. Compressor bus, I forgot about that. So that's cleared out everything in the storage. And as you can see, the little chunks they've put back into the compressor. So there they are. Oh, look at those peons. They seem to be happy, aren't they? That's it. Keep filling up the compressor. And, that's it for... Ooh! You know what, actually? Have I got it here? Mouse... Click. No, it's not. Alright, if I do everything search... And then do... Oh, by the way, the search in Windows is terrible, so I use a search called everything. Mouse... No, is it auto-click? Auto-click? Mouse... Auto-clicker. Oh, maybe I don't have it anymore. We'll try it in the next level because... oh, I know. Save. Main menu. Right. To save myself RSI, and I thoroughly recommend you guys do this, right? Mouse auto click. I know what happened to it. I deleted a bunch of software the other day. I was moving stuff on drives, and I was like, why don't I just I don't actually like any of this stuff. Let's just do that. this looks like the one I used. Mind you, they're all very similar. So just have that in downloads. Yeah, auto clicker, that's the one. Right, so open that. And then, so when I have a left click, click type is single. Repeat until stop, and then what's the hotkey? Stop is going to, start and stop is F6, that's fine. 100 milliseconds, sounds good. But what if I change that to 1 millisecond? Yeah. Let's make me the fastest clicker in the West. So I go start, click on that, and then oh, all the clouds go. Alright. Well, I'll be ready for them. No, can't do that. You're full, so take you away from there. Now, some of these upgrades cost money, so we'll do that, even though we can't afford it. Oh, that's more applicable to us. Content, 30 seconds to be on content. Content be on normal speed. Happiness, 30 plus seconds to be on happiness. Happy, move 10% faster. And then bliss, which is a nice ability, but you need a blue shard for it. So now my peons will be happier for longer, meaning they'll work faster for longer. So let's just try it with this one cloud. Yeah, that's the stuff. We'll wait for it to go over the target before I do that again, because now I've just made more work for them, but... oh, you can hide things behind the trash or have them with the trash. I like them hidden by trash, but you might prefer it that way. Because the trash is the most important thing in this game. Triage. That takes yellow shards, so I won't do that. But we'll do that in anticipation of getting a research lab. In order to do that, we need to get rid of this. But we can't do that because of all the triage in the way. I keep forgetting I've got compress and burst and I can do it every 2 minutes. So there we go. Start the countdown. And that clears everything in the storage. Because as you can see, the storage does decrease, but it takes them a while to compress the triage. Am I saying that right, Americans? Triage? Anyway, I'll get some more peons involved. Oh look, they're making smoke out of the houses. That's nice. How about that music, huh? Come on, clouds, get over there so I can use my auto clicker. Well, you can buy yellow shards. Oh, can we use? What? Why not? Let's buy a yellow shard, and I can unlock training buildings when I have enough. The training building and the research building is what makes everything really good, but we'll get to that later. This game is called Fill Up the Hole, and it's $2 on Steam, or 2 of whatever your local currency is. So there's a demo as well. If you're not convinced, try the demo, and the demo will sort of let you know whether you're interested or not. And then you can decide, oh, you know what? Oh, that's interesting. It seems to know that I'm using a clicker because that wasn't a 1 millisecond click time. That was a bit less than that. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. But I played the demo and I was hooked and I was like, yeah, I want the full game now. So, oh look, we're finally dealing with all the triage. Just in time to get working on this rock again because I need more building room. Come on, peons. Hit the... Do you like old 2D shoot 'em up? Wait, no, not really. Well, I mean, yes and no. I've played a lot of them, so these days I'm just not interested in them anymore. And that's it, really. It's like I've been there, done that, got the Tyrion shirt. Or if ever there was a Tyrion merchandise released, I would buy it just to let people know, like, hey, back in the mid-90s I used to play a lot of Tyrion, and in the early 2000s I used to play a lot of Tyrion, and then in 2010 I was like, oh, Tyrion is now freeware. Oh, let's give it a go. I think I might have even played it on my channel once. But Tyrion, it was this game, I even had it ported to like all these other systems. Ah. Wait, so you can actually pick up bits of rubbish? Hey, you can actually pick up bits of rubbish! Oh, interesting. But anyway, it's time for an earthquake, so let's do that. There we go, there's an earthquake. A new entry has been added to the help section. Well, let's have a look at the help section. This game looks a little like Lemmings, what with little people running around. Oh, you do remember... Right, so there's peons, clogged. When all pipes are blocked, trash cannot come out. 4 times the cloud generation, 2 times the durability loss. Interesting. So when the building's like clogged or overflowing, it can still be of use. I'd rather have them just clearing the trash there, but maybe that's just me. Right, and now we can house all the peons. So the next thing we do is build the catapult, like so. There we go, there's a catapult. Then we'll have ourselves a compressor. There we go. And then, come on, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. You filled up? Now you've filled up, so I'll press the button and... bang! We'll build a factory there. Like so. And then we'll have workers on the rock. So now we've got 12 in the buildings. Oh, look! Oh. Oh. I had the auto clicker on. What do you mean? Oh. You have to be really quite precise with these clicks. Oh my god. Anyway, I should be focusing on upgrading these buildings, so let's do that. You're upgraded as much as possible. But I do have some shards, so let's have a look at this. We'll do bliss. Every 5 minutes, all peons are set to full happiness, so let's make them blissed out. There we go. That'll make them all work faster. What else can I do? We can do houses. Yeah. Waste. And can allow houses to produce... but I need a research lab for that. What about the rock? That's a maximum. Scaffolding. Oh yeah, that's a good upgrade, but we need money for that. Anything I can do with yellow shards? Well, I can invest in more research labs when I got the ability to build them. You, however, you're donezo. Compressor burst. There we go. So now, let's help the peons out, shall we? Is there a reward for doing this manual? Oh. I've got to focus on clowns as well. Let's have a look. A new quest can be completed. Use catapult to building 1,000 times. Throw 5 peons. Oh. Oh, that sounds a bit cruel. And if we go to this, God's Hand, throw 1 out of 5 peons. Oh. Ah, right, now it's registered. So there we go. Any rewards for throwing rubbish? Have peons throw stuff. Have peons throw trash into the hole. God's Hand. So what have I not claimed? Research, knowledge, point of discovery, powerful. Have a building reach durability to level 3 out of 5. Use a hangar building. Research lab, cloud seeding, training, power, helipads, compressor, master building, reach level 10. I see. Shards. Obtain a book. Obtain a red shard. Build in the future. Money master. So there's nothing for throwing trash. So anyway. Oh, it's complaining. My OLED monitor's complaining, so I'll just do that. Oh yeah, compressor burst. I keep forgetting that's an ability I've got, so I really should be making use of that. Now, I just have to move this to the side so I can see what I'm doing. We use the preview screen, and then oh yeah, that's a lot of trash there. So what we got? We got money, but really we just got a lot of trash in there. So I'm gonna have them not working that. I need to clear all this stuff, but we just don't have the ability to at the moment, which is a shame. I'll just do more peons. If in doubt, throw more men at him. Allow prevent outside peon from dropping trash onto the catapult storage. Well, I think we'll allow that. Let's bliss out our workers. Blissed out workers are 20% faster than normal workers, so there we go, isn't that nice? And we soon have another compressor burst ready. A new quest can be completed. Have peons throw 5,000 trash into the hole, get a yellow shard. So we go to upgrades, we got 1 yellow shard, that's not enough for anything. Oh, look at that, a lot of rubbish, very nice. And all the small bits of rubbish are being put in there so that they can be further compressed. Which makes sense really, because I mean, you see the carrying capacity of these is 1, and it doesn't matter if it's a small piece or an extra large piece, it's all 1, so yeah. Anyway, keep smashing that rock, lads. Which reminds me, we can afford scaffolding now. So if I go scaffolding, now we can have 3 workers on it. That's it. Can we do more? 1 yellow shard, 1 trash output, rock is hit. mining. One max peon working on the rock with the scaffold, but that takes 15,000, so we're not ready for that yet. And the compressor burst isn't ready. Oh yeah, the clouds. Fuck. That's the clouds dealt with. I'm helping, you see. Yes. Oh, you're overflowing. I don't think it can register a click every millisecond. Because, is it 100 milliseconds be 10 times a second? So 10 would be a fact. Yeah, so 1 millisecond, that's 1,000 clicks. It's certainly not doing that, so I can probably adjust this auto click. Let's make it every 50 milliseconds. So that would be 20 times a second. Yeah. I think that's just about... Oh, sorry. I was clicking on the wrong thing there. Ah, look, it's a giant statue of the peon. Oh, this isn't quite right, is it? How do I center to screen? Transform. Center to screen. That's the stuff. There we go. Yeah, so if you've noticed, the resolution on this video is a bit different to my normal ultra widescreen things, because the resolution on this game is fixed in order to align with its pixel graphics. 1160, we should have some more peons, shouldn't we? There we go, there's another peon. I was tempted to do the upgrades on this to have another worker, but no, we got to focus on what's important. So some workers in the factory as well, like so. Compressor burst, yeah. That's the stuff. Yeah, that seems more realistic. That was 50 milliseconds. God, they can certainly kick out a lot of rubbish, these guys, can't they? That's it. That's as much as they can do for now. Let's bliss them out. There we go. We're all blissed out. I'm going to upgrade the catapult next. I've decided that's going to be my next priority. Clear out this clear out this rock so I can have more buildings, and then I'll do stuff to unlock more upgrades to the catapult. Because at the moment, I mean, it's nice, but it really needs to have it needs to have more. We must have more. Right, and of course, because I've done the pixel refresh, everything on my screen's just gone all fucky wucky, so let's put that back there, like so. I'm not sure if you noticed, but can you see, like, the screen, it's sort of, is that parallax? Yeah, there's a bit of ghosting there, that's weird. I think that's just simulating it being on the CRT display, but yeah, like if you zoom in, the parallax ghosting or the aberration becomes more distant. So look at this border and then look at this faint border here as I zoom in. Yeah, because they've also emulated scan lines as well. And the other thing is, if you notice, the background on the screen, it's dark grey. Anyway, guys, I want you to do a compressor burst. we'll have a... No, I won't have another peon just yet. Oh. Keep forgetting that clouds exist. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I mean, look, we've got 30 of them outdoors and 6 of them in the building. So 2 in there, 4 in there. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with that yet because, as you can see, it's all a bit filled up. In fact, we'll keep the factory working until its durability goes away. Might as well just do that. Then we'll get a yellow shard. So this rock will have to wait until we're able to deal with all the rubbish. In fact, yeah, see this? There's something called a bulldozer. Every 10 minutes, call a bulldozer to push the trash. It'll cost a blue shard. Oh, bulldozer produce more cloud. Can't do that though. Not yet. I wonder if this screen aberration is... So I don't remember it being that pronounced before. So if I do, I see what's happened. Yeah. Is that main menu? Yeah, so I'll do quit. The resolution, it got messed up when it did the thing. So when it did the screen refresh. So if I restart the game and yeah, that's not quite right, is it? So if I do fit to screen, is that right? That's not quite right, is it? So we'll do order, transform, fit to screen, there. So I'll carry on with the game. And already I'm at level 4, so as you can see things are, well, I mean, you know, they're doing what they're doing. Yeah, I could do that bulldozer. You're filled up, but you know what? I'm not gonna take them out of them because, as we know, the cloud production increases and the durability decreases extra fast when we do it that way. So we'll just allow them to stay in the factory for now. So the compressor's destroyed. Let's do another compressor. Because I know stuff about logistics. You really want to compress it before you start transporting. Be that via the peon or with thing. You want to minimise the amount of trips you can do. So anything that more efficiently compresses and compacts things is the better as far as I'm concerned. And there we go. There's a yellow shard from the building. Oh look, we got some flowers. So maybe the pollution isn't that bad. Those rookie numbers, we'll have to build those numbers up. Ah, look at that. Nice and valuable tree ash. I may have said this before, but really fond of this song. Very nice song. I do approve. Compressor burst and kapow. There we go. Now I can have a fourth worker in there. Need to wait for them to be over here really before I start doing that. Well, as you can see from this, most of the trash is here, so most of it has just been them going back and forth because the catapult can't keep up. Ah, it'd be nice to unlock all this stuff. You know what? I'm really tempted to do it, but I won't. But I think in my next playthrough, I'm going to cheat like a dirty bastard just to unlock everything. Nope, can't afford a new peon just yet. Oh, I think it because when a piece of trash comes out, you're clicking on it, and that stops you clicking on the cloud. Yeah, that must be it. Because you see that bit? I was clicking and holding on to it. Ready for a next compressor burst? Really need to clear this out. Let's see if I can get workers on it. See what happens. Oh, look, they were able to clear out a little bit, but not much. So now you're overflowing, which means durability start going down, which is a good thing. I want this factory to get destroyed before we reach the Earthquake 5. When the hole is full, an earthquake will empty it, destroy all buildings and remove money. 75% of what's spent is converted to trash, a blue shard. 10% current dollars converted to trash increase the cost of buildings. So every subsequent level, things get a bit more expensive, which is a shame, but what can you do, eh? Oh, it's so relaxing. Come on, durability, go down. There we go, 197. 193. Good. No, we're not ready for compressor burst yet. What about your durability? There we go, 212. Each working peon reduces durability by 1 at 0 buildings destroyed. After this I'm gonna have my bath because it's probably the water's warm enough now. Do the dishes too. 15,000, is that enough for another peon? It certainly is. Almost maxed out the number of peons I can have in this level. Let's do a compressor burst. There we are. Very nice. What about money to buy more shards? 6,000. Yeah, I could probably afford that. We'll have to wait until we get the money, though. God, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to just cheat, but... You know what? I'm going to do it because I just want to see what it'd look like if I had everything unlocked. Because I want to answer that question. I think we got like a pretty good plateau here. So, fill up the hole. There it is. We don't have any mods for this game yet. Looks like I'll have to do cheat engine. Unless there's a console command. Fill up the hole. Console. No, just take cheats. Oh, there's a trainer for it. No, that's paywalled. What's this? Oh, it's a thing for cheat engine. Okay. Yeah, I'll run a script for cheat engine. I trust that. Right, so I'll put that in documents, like so, and then do a compressor burst. So let's run that cheat engine script. Yes, execute the Lua script. Attach process and enable initialize mono. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So, right, we'll do the earthquake like so. Oh. Okay. Alright. So this cheat, all it seems to do is just make it so that you very quickly fill up the hole. Alright, well that's not quite what I wanted though, is it? It's a bit... So anyway, let's have the ending. So, question marks? But unfortunately, a monster came and ate them all, and oh no, we have congratulations filled up the hole and reached that, but there must be a way to stop the monster. So, almost everything times 999. I think I need to read instructions. How does this work? Double click the file to open it. Click the PC icon in the cheat engine order to select the game process. Keep the list. Activate the train option by checking box setting values from 0 to 1. So, if I go in cheat engine, and I'll load it from this menu, so I go documents, like it in Install cheat. Double click the file, click the PC icon and cheat engine in order to select the game process. Keep the list. Activate the train option. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. So we'll try that again. But this time, if I go, we'll close the auto clicker. So right, cheat engine, and then first of all, select a process to open. Fill up the hole like so. Now we load the script. And it's the same bloody options. That's a bit corrupted. Well, no, I'm not ready for that yet. Right. Maybe I need to turn the script off. So, okay. This doesn't look right. Is that better? Yeah, that's working. One yellow shard and one blue shard, like so. And we'll have that. Ah, there we go. There's my... So I got 1997. Yeah, this is more bloody like it. Right, so the next level should be pretty good. So, you've got loads of... I'm not going to even bother explaining what these things are. I'm just going to click on them. For each turret beat level, any building reduces level cost by this. Example, every 50 minutes double the value of all trash on the map. Cool. Can't do that because that takes research. And that takes money. So some of the stuff I can do, but not all of it. Cool. Well, this is what I wanted, really. It's just something to unlock all this bloody stuff. So, yeah. Oh. Time and all abilities is reset. Yeah, nice. Training buildings. Oh, I see. So as long as this stuff is under 5,000, then I can do it. No, that's 15,000. That's research points. Yep, cannon cloud. Minigun, can't afford it. So, yeah, I guess that'll have to come later. And oh, here's one. Unlock a new building type. Yeah, we've done that. So we'll close the cheat script for now, and let's go on to the next little orbit. We won't do that just yet. So we'll go. Let's make sure I've got everything ready. Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll do an earthquake like so, and then. Oh no. But I wasn't ready. Hey guys, here's this cheating, and it sort of works, but also it doesn't, because like, you know, because, I mean, now this stuff doesn't do it, so great. I mean, maybe I need to just restart the game, so let's go ahead and save it there, main menu, quit the game, and let's make sure, yep, that's definitely not running. Right, so let's try that again. And after this I think I'll have to call it a day, but so I'll go start. Yep, do an earthquake. And that looks a bit better. We're generating loads of money, which is nice. There we go, just do all of the abilities. I don't know what they do. So next up we'll have a catapult, yeah. There we go, we've got 2 cannon as well as all the other stuff. We'll do a compressor, yeah. Like that, there we go. But that's all the trash, so now we're going to need to get more trash, and to do that we're going to mine this rock. There we go. That's the stuff. Now let's have a look at upgrades. We can upgrade... No, we don't want to upgrade that yet because we haven't got a research building. That's maximum, that's maximum. Oh, bulldoze will produce a cloud of pollution. Yeah, we'll do that then. No, no, can't do that. We can do that, so we've got a minigun, that would be nice. We can unlock the hangar next, so we'll do that. No, no. Gonna need research to do this other stuff. But what about this? More yellow. Oh yeah, but need a research building, so... Ah, well now we can have a research lab. Excellent. So let's get the people researching. Or peons, I should say. There we go. Got some more shards to fill into the hole. We'll enable the scaffolding so we can have another another peon working there. And yeah, that's looking a bit better, so we can have another catapult. Like so. So what, we've got durability down, compressor burst, catapult flush. There we go. Now is it flushing out the catapult? But what about you? Research. I want more research. Wow, that compressor didn't last long, did it? So now, if I do this, so we'll increase the research for that, and then, oh yeah, I've unlocked that ability, so I have more research. More yellow, don't really need it, don't really need that. Training? I like more research, so let's do that. 13,000. Now we can unlock waste from houses, more house space. That could be kind of useful. What about peons? Got maximum number of peon. Upgrade the catapult like so. And that, I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's all pretty good. Come on. Generate some more research. Who's calling me? Is it Roddy? Let's have a look. See who's calling me. Yeah, no, I'll answer you later. 4, 3, 2, 1, and compressor burst. Catapult flush. Catapult. But this is more like it. I'm going to enjoy this game now that I've got everything unlocked. It's just a matter of the research lab has just popped its clogs again. So what if we do training? Let's have a training facility. So I have a training facility, and I want to increase carry capacity because I think that would be good. And well, these peons are not doing anything useful, so we'll get them to transport more triage, as it's called. Yep. We're going to be blissed out soon. Compress all. There we go, that's more like it. And a house. Oh, well, we'll build another house then. And there we go, there's that. So now we can work on this again, now that we've compressed everything. A new quest can be completed. Moneymaker, High Roller. Yeah. Oh, we can obtain a book. Ah, yes, so this is the thing, right? When you fully upgrade a building, like how with the houses, in addition to a yellow shard, you get something called a book. And as you can see, books here reduce the cost by 50% to level up the research lab. So that's a good investment. What about this one? Reduce the cost. No, can't afford that yet. And that's it. So, yeah, do an earthquake, reset everything, and then I'll save it there. Main menu, quit. Look, thanks for watching this, but bye now.